U.S. officials are gearing up for a new round of high-stakes talks with Iran over the country's nuclear program. The two sides set to meet in Geneva tomorrow. Ahead of that meeting, the U.S. dispatching a second aircraft carrier group to the Middle East. NBC's chief international correspondent Keir Simmons has the very latest on all of it. Keir, good morning.
Craig, good morning to you. As we speak, Iranian negotiators are in Europe. They just met with the International Atomic Energy Agency before those indirect talks with the US set for tomorrow. The Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, framing those negotiations as hard while saying the administration is going to try. President Trump turning up the pressure, sending a second aircraft carrier to this region and suggesting regime change in Iran is, quote, the best thing that could happen. Over an unstable video line to Tehran, we just spoke with a former Iranian commander who still has close links to the government.
The policy of Trump is a madman.
President Trump is sending another aircraft carrier. How will Iran respond to that?
If they want to start the war against Iran, the Strait of the Hormuz must be closed.
Now, the Strait of Hormuz carries 20% of the world's oil. If Iran was able to close it, that would impact global oil prices. In addition, there are tens of thousands of US servicemen and women in this region. The US has been flying in air defenses for those bases and to allies like Israel and Arab countries. But there were, Craig, anti-Iran protests around the world this past weekend. And despite the risks, some close to President Trump say Iran is weak and frame the months ahead as an historic opportunity to face down a long-standing adversary, Craig.
All right. Our chief international correspondent, Keir Simmons. Keir, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.